If you've ever opened YouTube Shorts, you may be familiar with this type of content. This video was supposed to be an edited version of the livestream I did a couple days ago, but unfortunately it got immediately taken down for copyright infringement. Usually creators get all upset about this stuff, and at first I did too. But as you'll see later, there is actually a good reason for why this happened. Anyways, while I was still streaming and reacting to these shorts, I started to realize that something was off. So today, I'm pulling out my magnifying glass and I'll be going into detail on the rise of the BeamNG shorts genre, how much money it makes, and exposing the dark truth behind this seemingly innocent content. But before that, let's go back to where this all started. After seeing this particular video on my feed, I thought that it would be funny to react to these goofy shorts, so I asked the kind people in my Discord server to send me their favorites. But the more I watched, the more I started to notice something. There was one particular channel that seemed to dominate. So after ending the stream, I really like eating carrots. I went back and checked the numbers. Out of the 88 shorts, reels, and TikToks I was sent, 7 were made by members of my Discord server, which by the way, you should immediately join. 3 were from high quality channels, shout out BeamBot. 33 were from less high quality channels, and the remaining 45 were from one single page.
BeamNG Shorts.
Now, this is most likely because the kind people in my Discord server were kinda lazy, and just searched for the general term BeamNG Shorts. But after doing some research, it does seem like the BeamNG Shorts channel actually is the most successful BeamNG Shorts channel. But how did that happen? Before answering the question, a little disclaimer. I have nothing personal against the BeamNG Shorts channel, and actually, I have a newfound respect for the person behind it. The email I received from YouTube stated that my livestream had been taken down by BeamNG Shorts. Initially, I thought that this was a personal attack, as I had spotted him in my stream's live chat in the precise moment I was talking shit about his content. That was honestly so unfunny. But then, I realized that there could have been another reason behind this takedown. So before pointing fingers, I decided to reach out to him privately to understand what really happened. You see, the internet has a massive re-uploading problem. To counter that, YouTube has a feature that automatically detects and in fact, that is exactly what happened with my livestream. BeamNG Shorts had actually emailed me before the stream, warning me about this potential problem, but unfortunately, it went straight to spam and I never had the chance to read it. Despite all that, he was super cooperative with helping me get the strike removed, even after watching me talk shit about his content for 2 hours straight. I never thought I would be saying this, but the person behind BeamNG Shorts is someone all creators should look up to when it comes to handling these kinds of situations. Honestly, based as fuck. Anyways, back to talking shit. I want to be very clear that this is a hate the game, not the player moment. I mean, come on. If you were starting out on YouTube and saw other people gaining millions of views by doing this type of content, wouldn't you try doing the same? And in fact, as you'll see later, the problem with this content actually isn't the creator's fault. But you see, to explain the game, I need an example. And what better example than the best player? The BeamNG Shorts channel was created way back in 2010, 3 whole years before BeamNG's release. Safe to say, it wasn't always called BeamNG Shorts. And as seen on Social Blade, the website YouTubers used to stalk each other, the channel wasn't always successful. In fact, it only started to grow in April of 2021. Just 1 month after the YouTube Shorts beta got released. This is really important. If you remember, right around that time, Clips channels started exploding out of nowhere. This was because initially, YouTube Shorts and regular videos used the same algorithm, which caused YouTube to think that everyone was suddenly into sub 1 minute content. And by using the Wayback Machine, we can see that in July 2021, BeamNG Shorts was in fact getting millions of views on his sub 1 minute videos, while his longer ones paled in comparison. Thankfully, YouTube fixed this issue in 2022. But for channels like BeamNG Shorts, the ball was already rolling, and it was quite big. Just like your mom. Now of course, each channel has its own unique history, but there is one thing that they all have in common. These channels post the usual BeamNG crashing gameplay, featuring unreasonably high saturation, the worst mesh laps Modland has to offer, and some overly exaggerated humor. based on a mixture between current meme culture and common stereotypes, all narrated
By that one text-to-speech voice.
and the views some of these videos get is nothing short of insane. 24 million views, 61 million views, 149 million views, 268 million views. What in the actual fuck? To put those numbers into perspective, the entirety of my channel has 95 million views. Yeah, as we'll see in a minute, not all views are equal. But damn, though this isn't the first time BeamNG content has gained insane amounts of views. You see, back in the day, these faceless experiment videos and crash compilations were dominating YouTube. 57 million views, Shadow Carpal. 72 million views, 161 million views. Huh? This seems familiar, Mr. B! But these insane amounts of views kinda make sense when you consider the novelty factor. BeamNG had just come out, and there was nothing else like it. And well, there still isn't. It makes sense that kids back then would watch these videos, dreaming one day to have a computer that could actually run the game. As for these BeamNG shorts, I kinda struggle to imagine what kind of audience would actually watch these. Okay, a couple of them are kinda satisfying, and some of them catch me off guard by how wild the jokes are.
Oh my god!
But generally, they kinda hurt to watch. I would honestly watch 1 hour of silence, occasionally broken by rather than another 10 minutes of these shorts. Actually, you know what? If this video gets 40,000 likes, I'll do it, live on this channel. But you see, taste and content are subjective, so at the end of the day, there is someone out there who actually likes this stuff. And I kinda have an idea of what audience it could be. But before that, remember how I said not all views are equal? Yeah, that is right. It is time to talk about. Originally, I wasn't planning on talking about dollar in this video, but when I saw Talks with Noise, a fellow BeamNG YouTuber, mistakenly think that these channels were earning millions, I thought this would be a good opportunity to clear things up. If you didn't already know, every time you see an ad on YouTube, the YouTuber makes money. So you would assume the more views, the more money, right? Not really. Without getting too deep into it, BeamNG videos above 10 minutes typically earn between $1 and $5 for every 1,000 views. Let's make it $3 on average. Now get this, for every 1,000 views, a YouTube short earns a whopping 5 cents. This means that money-wise, views on a 10-minute BeamNG video are worth 60 times more than their YouTube Shorts equivalent. So those 3.7 billion views the BeamNG Shorts channel has start to look more like 61 million. That is really good money, but a far-fetch from the $10 million stated on Social Blade. Still though, that's 3.7 billion views. Which leads us to the problem with these videos arises when you consider their audience. You see, there are other types of BeamNG shorts that are clearly geared towards kids, featuring characters like Spiderman, Lightning McQueen, and Thomas the Tank Engine. The issue is that the YouTube algorithm doesn't distinguish these kids videos from the ones you would find on channels like BeamNG Shorts, that feature jokes which are geared towards a more mature audience. And by mature audience, I mean stinky teenagers. So in the end, I don't believe creators such as BeamNG Shorts are maliciously placing explicit jokes in their videos for them to be seen by kids. I think it's just YouTube not knowing the context and just thinking, ah yes, 8-year-old Timmy loves them BeamNG videos, so let's show him the half.
Oh my god!
Now, you may be wondering how I know that kids are consuming this content. Well, I actually don't. But judging from some of the comments and the lower than average engagement, it's safe to assume that there are children watching these videos. But you see, I don't like talking about a problem without mentioning. I strongly believe that kids should stay on YouTube Kids. There's a literal app for them. Bro. This would mean that children would have a lower chance of accidentally clicking on a beheading video, and on the other hand, it would mean that we could have looser rules on regular YouTube regarding profanity and whatnot. In my opinion, a good solution would be removing all kids content from normal YouTube and giving prompts to use the Kids app when searching for children's content. If you have better ideas, please let me know in the comments. And also, I'm curious to see how many of you actually watch these BeamNG shorts.